Hi, my name is Saitan Sinpyo. I'm from Myanmar, or it's also known as Burma. My students normally they call me teacher me in the class, normally I would do these micro lessons with my students, but unfortunately, I only have class on the weekend, so that means two days a week, and my students are not here yet, and I'm making this micro lessons for the grammar teaching part without my students. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you. Hi class, how's everyone? Yes, everyone's good. All right. Last week in our class we talked about how to make question with do and does. Like Peter, for example, can you give me an example? Can you make a sentence? Can you ask questions to Alice with do? Good. Yes. Do you go to school on Sunday? And Alice said, no, I don't. Yeah, we talk about do and does, how to make questions with do and does. But in this class, we're going to talk about how to make questions with did. Where do we use did and when do we use did? Yes, we use did to ask about the past. For example, Peter, did you go to your English class yesterday? Yes, you did. You went to English class yesterday. You're right, Peter. When you ask about the past, you use did. For example, did you drink coffee this morning? Okay. This morning is finished or not yet finished? You're right, finished. So to ask the things that we did about the past, we use did. And when you use did question, normally you have to you normally use time expressions. For example, like this morning. Okay, can anyone give me some examples of time expressions? Yes, Alice. Last week. Can you make a sentence with last week using the did to make the questions? And can you ask the question to Alexis? Yes. Did you see Peter last week? And Alice said, yes, I did. I saw Peter. Alexis said, yes, I did. I saw Peter last week. Good job. All right. And anything else? Last week, yes, you can say last year. And what else? Yes, we have 2 days ago. You can say that. 2 days ago. 2 days ago. And Jay, last night. You're right. Last night. Can you make a sentence with last night, Jay, with using did, asking the questions? Oh yes. Did you watch TV last night? Yes, I did. I watched TV last night. Thank you, Jay. All right. Now you know that when you are going to ask question with did, you normally use what? Time expressions to ask the questions. Okay. Now, Mia, can you ask question with did to Jay? And yes, you're right. Did you eat breakfast this morning? Good job. Yeah, Jay said, yes, I did. I had breakfast this morning. Okay, Jay, what did you have for breakfast this morning? Bread and milk? Okay, good. All right, you now know how to do that. And in order to ask the question, you need to know many main verbs. In the question, you will only use present tense to ask the question. For example, did you go to school yesterday? And like Jay said, did you eat breakfast this morning? Like eat, you normally do eat. And when you provide answers, and you in short answer you say yes I did, and then you are going to change present tense verb to, what are you going to change? To? Yes, you're right, past tense. So from go, can you say yes I go? No, no more. What do you say? Yes, I did. I went to school. So from go, what do you change? The main verb to past tense, the and went. Okay, now we want to know as many as present tense verb and simple past tense verbs, as many as we can. So now, can each of you give me a present tense main verb and a past tense main verb? Can we begin from Alice? Yes, Alice, drink. You're right. And what is the past tense verb of drink? Drank. For example, I'm going to ask you this question using drink. Alice, did you drink tea this morning? No, you didn't. You didn't drink tea. Okay. You didn't drink tea, but you drank milk. Good. All right. Now, Peter, your turn. Can you give me a main verb, a present tense main verb, and then past tense main verb? Yes, drive. You're right. You like to drive, huh? You like to drive racing car, Peter. I know that. You told me that. Drive. And what's the past tense of drive? Right, drove. Okay. So, Peter, can you make a sentence? Can you make a question sentence with did, asking Jay? Yes. Did you drive your bike here this morning? So, Jay, what are you going to say? What are you going to say to Peter? Yes, I did. I drove my bike here to the class. Good job. All right. Jay, now your turn. A present tense main verb. And then past tense main verb. Come, you're right. Okay, come, C-O-M-E, come. And then what's the past tense, simple past tense main verb of these come? You're right. Come, came. You're right. Come, came. All right. Can you make a sentence asking Alexis the questions? All right. Did you come here yesterday? Good job. Using did, asking about the past, and also including time expressions. Okay. Did you come here yesterday? Did you come here yesterday, Alexis? Yes, you did. You came here. Good job, guys. All right. Now, I want you guys to write down the questions. Now we've got some main verbs here. So you know how to ask the questions. You can say, did you, blah, 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 using the present main verb, present tense main verb to ask the questions. And then you also provide short answers like, yes, I did, or no, I didn't. So, but if you say, yes, I did, you can also include saying more of the answers. You can say more for the answers. Yes, I did, I went to school. Yes, I did, I drank coffee. Yes, I did, I drove my car. Okay? So I want you to make the questions and the answers. I want you to write them down, 5 of them. Make your own sentences. Okay? All right, you have 5 minutes for this. All right, go ahead. Jay, you okay? You're doing good? Let me know if you need help. Peter, let me see what you're working on. Good job, Peter. All right, guys, time's up. And now you have your questions and answers. Making your own question and answers. You have the questions. How many questions do you have? How many questions do you have? Have you made? 5. So each of you have 5 questions. All right. Now I want you to stand up. Go to 2 ladies and 2 gentlemen, to your classmates, and go and ask the questions that you have made. Okay? Did you blah blah blah? Okay. And before you ask the questions, remember our class rule. First, what do you have to do? Yes, you're right, Jay. Introduce yourself first. Say your name. Can I ask you some questions? All right. Let's do that. Okay.